Welcome to Chef's Academy. I am Chef Romain and today I'm sitting with Chef Daniele Corona. Chef Corona, native of Napoli, Italy, is well known here in Canada for being the first Italian chef to be awarded a Michelin star. Chef Corona quickly built his reputation in the world of the Italian culinary arts and eventually caught the eye of renowned chef Ernesto Iaccarino. The Michelin star chef recognized the young chef's talent and potential and took him under his wing at Don Alfonso 1890. Chef has acquired recognition on the Canadian scene as well as international when Don Alfonso 1890 was named Best Italian Restaurant in the World. And for today's topic, who better than Chef Daniele to teach us about the art of creating a strong team? Being at the reign of multiple venues and soon to be opening his latest venture, DaNico, Chef does know what it takes to create the right environment and is about to tell us all of his secrets. Chef Daniele, thank you very much for sitting with me today. Well, this is a topic really close to my heart. You'll always hear me say that without a team, there is no chef. What is your take on that?
Hello everyone, thank you very much for coming in DaNico. It's a big honor hosting you here.
Thank you for having us.
It's very big pleasure. And yes, as I always say, the team is the most important part of the restaurant, you know? Because the team is everything. If you have a strong team, you can be very connected with them and you can express yourself to the guests very easy. But I not talk about just the front or back of the house, also the front of the house. It's extremely important to be connected between each other and yes, usually I always try to work with the same people for a long time because if you know very well each other, you don't need to talk with them, you know what I mean? And everything goes smooth in terms of mise en place, in terms of service, and the guests, they can feel that. They can feel that we are, can say,
together.
Exactly.
Yeah, like a real team.
I believe that the team is more important than location.
So let's get right to it. What would you say are the 4 pillars of building a perfect team, a strong and great team?
So as our environment, that is fine dining, need to be complete in terms of experience for the guests, I think the most 4 pillars of the restaurant are the chef de cuisine, for sure, the executive chef, the sous chef, and the general manager. The general manager have to be very knowledgeable in terms of what happened in the kitchen, what are we doing in the kitchen, which kind of dish we are giving to the guests, what is the idea, why the kitchen did that, and of the ingredients too that we're gonna explain where it come from, why the chef choose this ingredient. It's very important that the general manager are aware of everything happen in the kitchen, so he can training the front of the house team and also the sommelier to make sure that the guests, they are always updated on culinary experience.
So we're both coming from the fine dining, the Michelin star world. Would you say that there is an advantage when it comes to building a team when you've been part of bigger brigades with rosters full of talents and a certain regiment? Do you think that helps us when we are now building our teams?
Yes, I can say that, but here is different. In Canada it's completely different because when I was in Italy, in Europe, my experience was almost all experience was in Michelin star restaurants, and I remember to hiring new people was extremely simple, you know, because you just get the resume, 1 Michelin star, another year, another Michelin star. So the style of the kitchen are almost the same everywhere. So it was more easy to find the right profile for your kitchen. When I came here in Canada was completely different because my method was like that. When I do the interview, I start to see which kind of person I have in front of me, which kind of passion he or her has, or which kind of attitude, you know? There's the 3 things that I always see before I hire. I not see too much the experience. It's not comparable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, I agree.
So that's why I like to see these 3 items, and then when they're gonna join in a team, I'm gonna teach them step by step, not just me, also my chef de cuisine, my chef, my junior chef. So that's why I like always to have 4 pillars in my team, so it's more easy for me training the new members. That is the point. And when they join in our team, I will teach them. We're gonna start, okay, you have to set the station like that, you have to set the fridge like that, you have to, when you touch the raw food, the raw products, you have to know what you have in your hands, because this kind of meat, this kind of fish, this kind of vegetables, it's extremely, have an extremely high value in terms of products, in terms of also quality, you know what I mean? And when after you invest 3 months in on stay every day with people, you are sure that those people adapt your mentality and do what you want.
Yes. And the moldable.
Exactly. Exactly. This is my method right now in Canada.
It's very funny you said that, because when I moved here from Europe from the Michelin world, I was very much like you. I was just like, we look at resume, we pick up the best people, they already know what we want, and then they are used to a method. I had to change the way I run a kitchen too, because here in Canada it's very different. And you're right, instead of hiring high talent, now we're looking for moldable people, because then we can train them the right way, right? Mentoring, teaching, listening, and appreciating your team goes a lot further than money. So what is your take on that?
This is a big question. It's a big question because until I think 5-10 years ago was more about money, you know. Before, pay more people that won't keep in a team and they stay for whatever you want. It's not just about money. Now the people, they want a high quality environment, and healthy environment too, in terms of because the kitchen is a very hard environment, you know what I mean? And in the fine dining, the people, they are under pressure all the time because you have to be focused. So, but there is 2 kinds of pressure: the bad pressure and the good pressure. I always told them to not the pressure that we have not affect ourselves. It must be a good pressure and express yourself as much as possible to keep the people. It's very simple. Keep them always motivated, exciting. They have to learn something new. I have to be able to teach you and to training them in any situation. They can be not bored in a kitchen. You know what I mean? That is my secret. It's my secret also because right now we have a lot of competitors around the city. You know what I mean? And when they see Don Alfonso, DaNico experience, everyone want to take our guys. You know what I mean? It's normal, but my secret is always to keep the place unique in everything we're doing. So when they try to find another job, if they want to leave, it's okay, because not everyone want to stay forever in one place. Maybe they want to do another experience. They want to grow up. Exactly. And I agree with them. You know what I mean? I always say to my guys, until you are excited, stay here. We can fix all the problems, all the issues. We can fix everything. You have to leave just when you feel that you are bored. When you feel that you have no motivation anymore, I suggest you find another experience and another place.
And once you are not feeling that passion to fuel the fire, it's not good for yourself, it's not good for the restaurant, because then your performance is going to be affected.
Because we are 20, as I said, we are 20 people in the kitchen, no? And when we do something without passion, the guests, they feel that.
100%.
They feel.
The love, that little pinch of love.
This morning I did a briefing with them. I told them, guys, I set everything as a normal kitchen should be. The recipe, everything in grams, everything. But it is just 50% of the job. The other 50% is in your personality, in your heart, and the passion that you put on what you're doing. It is just 50%, not think that it is 90% or 70%. No, it's just halfway. You know what I mean?
I agree. So it's funny you said that because that was kind of like my next question. And when your team does well, obviously your best elements eventually fly away with their own wings. That's kind of like part of the game. Sous chef, head chef position, it makes sense. Eventually you cap up, you can't go more. So like, I feel so proud when I see one of my guys going somewhere else because I cannot give you that position because right now there's already a sous chef. And they go somewhere else and they take that job and they do well. Isn't that like one of the best rewards as a chef when somebody that you train finally like follow your footsteps?
Yes. I remember 10 years ago when I started it was completely different. No? Maybe when the sous chef left from some place, the chef was extremely happy. But now we are on 2023, so the new generation is completely different. It's completely different. Right now in Toronto, I think I have 5, 6 guys that was my chef de partie in the past with me at Don Alfonso. Now they are sous chef or chef de cuisine or executive chef, and I am very proud for them.
Yeah.
Let's keep growing. If you are ready to do something, if you feel that you can give something of you to other people, let's do that. The problem is when someone is not ready and then they go just for money, they take position just for, I can say.
Just see if the grass is greener,
exactly,
right? Yes.
Exactly.
And it usually
is wrong. But there is wrong not for me or for you. There is wrong for himself, for his career, his future. That is the bigger point. But until they are ready to offer their vision of cuisine, why not? I am happy for that.
And then sometimes they will even come back. Like you leave them after the party, they are no sous chef, and maybe you open a new restaurant, and there's a spot for them because they're like, you know what, I've learned a lot of things there, but I really enjoy working with you. Or now you have more projects and they're coming back to you. That's the beauty of it, because you never know what the future is made of.
Exactly.
All right, chef. Before we wrap up, I have one more question. Oh, not really a question. I'd love for you to give me an advice, more so the new chefs, newly appointed chefs that are going to start their career tomorrow as in charge of the kitchen. What would be the one thing you'll tell them that they can take away today, our community, and be like, thank God Chef Daniele helped me because now I didn't know that, and that's going to be so important and it's going to guide me through my career for the rest of the years. I'm going to be a chef.
So the advice that I would like to give to them is it's very simple. Have the courage to do the thing and to take your risks, because the life in general is like that. If you are always in the same spot, in the same level, you're gonna grow. Have the courage to evolve your culinary vision. Have the courage to try new things. It's extremely important that you are yourself on what you're doing. After we do mistakes, everyone do mistakes.
And that's okay.
But only if we do mistakes, we can improve.
Yes.
We can improve. I do 1,000 mistakes a day. But only if we do mistakes, we can find the right track.
Agreed. I always say that you never lose. You win or you learn.
Yeah.
That's something I like to say.
Exactly.
So speaking about risks and courage, the place behind us, that takes a lot of risk and courage because it's your second baby, I want to say.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do here?
So basically, Don Alfonso is one of the most successful places in a city. So it's crazy change, right?
It's crazy.
Why change? But
why change when you're doing so well?
But there is part of the career, you know what I mean? So that is Mr. Nick Di Donato. Tell you, I am thinking to open something that you cannot find around, but I want you as a partner. Do you want to accept this or not?
You don't think twice. You don't think twice.
You know what I mean? That is the point. So that's why now we are here to take this challenge and to express a different culinary experience that's gonna be more Italian contemporary.
Okay.
More
modern.
More more modern.
Modern Italian.
Exactly. In terms of presentation and also in terms of flavors, no?
Okay.
With more Canadian products and Asian influence too. So the base of restaurant is 100% Italian ideas and the main ingredients, but with some Asian and Canadian influence.
That's how I do it, but I do French. There we go.
Yeah.
We'll find each other.
Yeah, for sure.
That.
Let's share our opinion.
Very happy with that. Well, thank you so much, Chef Daniele. This was a very insightful class on how to build a strong team. And thank you to the Chef Canada community for tuning in today. If you too want to be featured on the Chefs Canada page, chat with me and run a Chefs Academy masterclass on a topic you specialize in. DM me, DM us, or visit our website and let us know. Chef Daniele, it was a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please, everyone, join us on September 15th for the opening of this beautiful place, DaNico. Thank you, Chef.
Ciao.